Alright, so I'm now going to be doing Pumpkinhead. Today is November 24th, 2019. Let's just get right into the credits so that we can then, or that I can then watch the movie. Directed by Stan Winston, produced by Bill Blake, written by Stan Winston, Richard C. Weinman, Gary Girani, and Mark Patrick Carducci. You got starring Lance Henriksen, John D'Aquino, and Carrie Remsen. And there's definitely more characters. See if I can find them in the... There we go. Lance Henriksen is Ed Harley. John D'Aquino is Joel. Jeff East is Chris. Carrie Remsen is Maggie. Kimberly Ross is Kim. Buck Flower is Mr. Wallace. Mayhem Bialik as Christine Wallace. And it just keeps going down, blah, 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 blah. I don't know, I kind of feel guilty not fucking, I don't know. I know it's kind of boring to just say the credits, but gotta give credit where credit's due, I guess. Joel Hoffman as Steve Scratch, Cynthia Bain as Tracy, Florence Schauffer as Schaffer as Haggis, Brian Bramer as Bunt, Matthew Hurley as Billy Harley, Lee DeBrooks as Tom Harley, Madeline Taylor Holmes as Old Hill Woman, Tom Woodruff Jr. as Pumpkinhead, Dick Warlock as Clayton Heller, man in the opening credited as Richard Warlock, yeah, Mushroom as Gypsy. So that's, I guess, it came out in 1988. It was made for $3.5 million and got only about 4.4. But, it's still kicking it around. It's got definitely a film, cult following. I've only watched this movie like once or twice within the last 5 years. There's not much more to say. I said at one point I was thinking about I'll watch the sequel, Pumpkinhead 2, but I've heard that through the grapevine that it's really not good, and I'd rather not waste my time, but I'll consider it. If I remember right, the plot is like city kids accidentally kill country boy, country father curses city kids. The intro reminds me of Are You Afraid of the Dark, but I guess this intro would the other way around, because I'm sure this came out before it. I'm like not just pretty sure, I'm like definitely sure. Pumpkinhead came out before Are You Afraid of the Dark. Anyway. Setting is 1957 at the beginning, and I think it's just literally, I don't just think, I'm pretty sure it's just to, kind of tell the mythos of Pumpkinhead, before they actually get into the movie. It's like, the main storyline plot, I guess. Now, on like, on first inspection, I guess, there's one dude getting chased, and it's like, why is this one dude not helping the one guy is being chased? He needs help. And at first it seems very cruel, but if I remember right, I think it's like like the Pumpkinhead comes after people that are guilty of shit or something like that. And I guess this guy he just said that he's like, I didn't kill that girl, blah blah blah. Said he killed him, but he killed the kid, but he didn't. And you can't. I guess. I mean, like, I don't know. Is this guy guilty or not? I don't know. But he's got a monster coming after him, and maybe you could relate that to someone who's guilty, I guess. And I guess I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess if they died, that means then deep down they actually were guilty, or were they just unlucky, or um, if they survive, that means I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know if that that's about fate and destiny on that shit. I just don't know, man. I mean, there's definitely a B movie. You could definitely just feel the juices of this movie, in my opinion, anyway. But there's a certain charm to it. The description of he said his grandmama's skin used to be as thin as tissue paper, and he used to feel really good on his skin. That's like fucking almost disturbing, man. I don't know, man. He's telling this to his kid too. So you got like culture clash, or specifically like or class clash. Jesus. Anyway, now in comparison to like Evil Dead, it's now almost 13 minutes in, and there's still no action. It's a pretty slow film. I mean, in the next like 5 minutes or so, like something happens causing. I mean, as I already said, the plot of the story. But yeah, and it does. There's definitely some moments. But I mean, like, just everyone tells their stories different. I'm not trying to. Not comparing it at all to Evil Dead or anything. Just saying, like in general. I mean, it's slow paced, but I mean, I don't know, man. I think it's kind of right for the setting. And so, like I said, you got class clash. Kids, one of the city kids is playing on or riding on a dirt bike. And once again, now you got an indication of what other people are like in this. I would say. I mean, I was gonna say setting, establishment, area. All right, so one of the little kids is like takes someone's little. Well, I think he takes the dog's ball or whatever, but it's not like it's one of the rural kids, one of the kids from the truck, and he. The only reason why I bring this up is just once again in the context of Pumpkinhead. They said, hold on. Hold on. Come on. Jimmy Joe, you done bad. You all know it settles on bad ones, don't you? And the sister says, Pumpkinhead. And then all the kids say, Pumpkinhead. And the kid's like, there ain't no Pumpkinhead. So once again, a little bit more context for Pumpkinhead. I'm not gonna lie though. I mean, like I know this is just a rural area, so I guess you could dirt bike anywhere, I guess. But at the same time, though, it's just like why the kind of dirt baggy. I don't know. Just fucking. I don't know, man. I think some of these city kids deserve it, man. The dog is having none of it. Really, I think it's honestly the dog's fault. The kid is instantly hit, and fucking is dead. And once again, to bring this movie out of a fantasy based, just more into a reality based. I mean, clearly you got all these characters actually reacting how they should react, but not how they I guess how some of them would react. I guess how a human might react. But yeah, I mean, just in the context of I've personally never seen someone dead on the street. I've never seen to see someone lose their life. They were alive 1 second, dead the next, and to literally see that in the same frame. Well, not in the same frame, but the next 2 frames or whatever. One dude who killed him. The one kid who killed the city kid that killed the rural kid. Just ran away. I mean, this is should have been pretty obvious, but the father of the or the rural father whose kid just died. I think he was the kid. I don't just think. I believe he was the kid at the beginning of the film. So it's kind of funny that he would be the one to be like call upon that he would be the one to call upon Pumpkinhead. The city kid who killed the rural kid, the city kid's brother stayed next to the kid's body, so you can tell him what happened, I guess. Which is kind of like some tough shit to say, but I mean, hey man, gotta own up to it. I mean, what is that? I mean, I don't know. That was kind of really awkward. He's like, it was an accident. Can I help? I mean, what are you supposed to do though? So it's just, I don't know. It's like a really awkward exchange, but I mean, hey man, that I don't know, man. And that sets off the chain reaction for this movie. No cell phones. By this point, the two classes have gone to their corners for the boxing ring. To I don't know, I guess clean up for round 2, I guess. Real old lady. The old lady's gonna rub her pussy juices all over the dead boy's body. Pumpkin field. More like Pumpkin Hill. Grave digging. It is pretty fucked up that the guy just carried a dead body, like a rotting, decomposing corpse with him. It was like walked from one spot to the other. The transformation is pretty cool though. Looks like an alien. I honestly thought the guy left his son with the witch. Like, just like disposing. It's alright, man, I'll deal with it later or something like that. Oh shit, Steve. Here comes round 2, man. And specifically, this is round 2 for Steve, man. Can he handle it? Steve versus Pumpkinhead. Steve is getting fucked up. Wasn't Steve one of the good guys? He's fucking dead. God is not gonna save you. Alright, I guess Maggie's the next one that's getting fucked up right now. The dad is having like some kind of like hallucinations, almost like he's on some kind of crazy ass psychedelic drugs. But he's been just drinking as far as I know. I feel like I have like a southern accent right now and I don't mean to. This is a guess here, but I think he's feeling the shit. The dad, he's feeling what's going, like the kids are going through because of Pumpkin Face, because he put his, transferred blood or whatever, the blood oath, whatever the fuck, to get Pumpkinhead. Now the father is starting to see that it's wrong, and it's too late, It's got to run its course now. Man, I guess his name's Ed Harley. Ed's gonna try to save the kids now. Alright, Pumpkinhead is having fun. He's like literally dragging Maggie's face onto the window before smashing it through the window. That's pretty fucked up. A lot of blood. The city kid who killed the rural kid, we're gonna call it kid with glasses, Ed Harley's kid. The city kid who killed Ed Harley's kid, he's now, can't take it anymore of what he's caused. So he's gonna try to fight the Pumpkinhead one-on-one. Is it the Pumpkinhead or just Pumpkinhead? Now, I'm not gonna lie, honestly, I didn't think the Pumpkinhead looked as cool when I first saw it. I mean, I thought it looked not bad, but I didn't really, I was like, it's whatever. Once again, overall, I thought it was it wasn't bad, but I was like, okay. But looking at it now, honestly, not that bad. And I do like the fact that they kind of don't really show the creature too often. They kind of it just is what it is. I keep saying that, man. Holy shit. Pumpkinhead's got Kim. I guess Joel. I think that's his name. The kid who killed the other kid. Now Pumpkinhead's coming after him. Kim's just. Is she gonna drop? Is Pumpkinhead gonna just drop her? Dude, Oh shit! He literally just dropped onto a rock. Oh fuck, dude. Yo, that's fucking bad. And it's all because of that fucking dirt bike, dirtbag. Very slow beginning. Well, not too slow, but a slow beginning. But this is like, I could say it's like kind of like uh, putting water into a tea kettle, and now it's fucking whistling. It's ready. Now, the last remaining city kids are just screaming for help, or at least a couple of them are, and I don't know. Like, is it just because of this movie in general, or is it just really kind of just saying like if anyone is ever screaming for help, they probably deserve it? I don't think that's the context of the story, but I don't know. Maybe for this story in particular, yes, but maybe not always. Probably not always. I'm not gonna lie, man. Honestly, seeing Pumpkinhead really, every time you see Pumpkinhead, it's like, goddamn, it's pretty dope looking. I mean, once again, it's like very alien-like. Pumpkinhead with a rifle, and he doesn't even shoot him. He just fucking impales him, dude. That's fucking fucked up, yo. These deaths honestly have been pretty interesting, to be honest. For some reason, a dog is biting Ed Harley. I think it's because mistaken him, or not mistaken, but thinking that it's Pumpkinhead, or knows that knows that Ed's affiliated with Pumpkinhead. I guess I don't know. So now there's just two left. Two city folk left. The camera work is okay. It definitely reminds me of. I mean, it's just like clearly it's a B movie, but I mean like, and I've seen other B movies, so it's just like I don't know. There's nothing really totally like, getting gripping me to make me like, what I mean, fucking say this is one of the greatest movies in the world. It's definitely not, in my opinion. I mean, the coolest thing it's got going for it is probably, well, I mean, the Pumpkinhead itself, and the deaths. They're pretty fucking. They've been pretty crazy. And I was gonna say, is this thing like angelic, vengeance thing, or is it like evil? And I guess just now it destroying a crucifix answers that question. So I got Ed, who's just feels really regretful. But he knows he's fucking done wrong, and it's too late. And I guess anyone who would summon a monster like Pumpkinhead would, I mean, I don't know if you'd want to associate with that person, because that you just, you're essentially like signing an oath to kill X amount of people. Could be one person, could be a number of people. And in this case, it's a number of people. So, I'm 99% sure, because I mean, this movie's already almost over, and I mean, I don't know, I don't really have too much more to say other than kind of forcing myself to talk, and I really don't want to do that. It picks up the dude's fucking dirt bike and just fucking chucks him. I mean, once again, I will say it is, Pumpkinhead is pretty intimidating, and his ways, or its ways of killing, are pretty fucking prolific, I guess. Chris, I guess, is his name, and he's one of the second to last, city kid, and he's in the clutches of, Pumpkinhead. He was the kid who was on the dirt bike, who just got thrown. So Harley's here, so you got one of the fucking rural kids. You got this one rural kid that's been like kind of helping the I mean, it's been helping the city kids only in the last couple of minutes. Well, I wouldn't say the last couple of minutes, but last 30 minutes or so. Just once again, curiosity, and will the kid get killed for it? Probably not. He's probably just a tag along, honestly. I'm gonna be completely honest. I mean, I don't remember much of the ending, but I'm gonna guess that at least one of them. There's gonna be at least one city kid that will live. Damn, stepped right on that fucking dude. Chris is back, man. Stepped right on his fucking back. I really don't think that the rural kid's gonna get killed. If he does, then you know what I mean. That would probably I could see that why that would cause Pumpkinhead too. Um, but then I'd just be going after Ed Harley for an entire movie. This is a guess. I don't even know what the fuck Pumpkinhead 2 is even about. No idea. I've never even seen that. I've just heard not good things about it. I honestly, if I could take a guess, I think Chris is going to be alive. I just think Pumpkinhead's been playing with his food for too long. Even though it's not really food, he's just killing just to kill, I guess. I mean, I guess there's actual reason behind the killing, I guess. Nobody saw him until it was too late. That is the phrase that's like, you know, the reason why this all happened in the first place. Whether it's an accident or not, you know what I mean, it fucking happened. I mean, that's just really, I guess, the message that's trying to be, like, really ingrained. And I guess, like, the consequences to vengeance as well. Yeah, I mean, once again, I think the most exciting things are fucking the deaths and seeing Pumpkinhead. I mean, like, I watched Friday the 13th, like, within the last couple of years, and I've never, like, seen that before. You know, I've just always been scared as a kid. Like, you know, I was very young. I was scared of, like, Michael Myers and, you know, all that. Like, deathly afraid. I mean, by this point, it's whatever. And yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, what's the difference between Pumpkinhead and Friday the 13th and Halloween, Evil Dead, Night of the Living Dead? I mean, a lot of them are B movies, man. A lot of them are B movies. But I don't know. It's, directing skills sometimes are amazing, coupled with the storyline, and when you got some really good actresses and actors. I mean, I guess there's no one's really like, you know, they're all playing their part. No one's really like, you know, standing out to me in my opinion. It's all kind of cohesive within. I mean, if I'm being unbiased, the mediocrity of Pumpkinhead. It's okay. It's really not that bad, but it's. I don't know. I mean, I could potentially watch this again. I don't. I mean, if someone really, I mean, it's just like, oh, Pumpkinhead, why not? It's, I don't know. It's, you know, it's not a bad film. It really isn't that bad of a film. Just reminds me of Children of the Corn. Like, I would even say it kind of has, like, its novelty value is, like, similar to, like, Hellraiser. I've seen that once and it was okay. What's another? There's another movie. I've never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, I know about it, and I'd probably watch only the original one. But that's one I'd like to watch sometime. They use a flamethrower. You know, it kind of makes it a little cooler, I guess. But I guess Ed Harley killed Pumpkinhead, which killed himself because they, I guess, were. What you assume, or what I assumed anyway. I guess I was wrong. Oh shit! And I think in order for Pumpkinhead to die, Ed Harley must die. The amount of trauma it takes, the fact that like, you know, all of your friends die, and then you gotta kill someone yourself. Yeah. Okay. So 2 out of the 5. Or is it more? There were 2 girls and 2 guys that died. So there was 6 in total. Ed Harley died and Billy died. And I guess Pumpkinhead just was set on fire just now. Well, it just kind of combusted. Oh, is that the right word? Combust, I guess, wouldn't be the right word because it kind of just combust would be kind of like exploded into a fiery mass, which it kind of did, but it didn't explode. It just kind of, I mean, I guess combust is combust. What, I mean, I think there's another word. Ignited, it just ignited. Maybe there's even a better word than that. It doesn't matter. You know, it's pretty much cleanup time. And honestly, I mean, I thought I was gonna be able to talk about this at least a little bit longer, but well, which is putting away the body, I guess, putting away Pumpkinhead's body in the pumpkin field or whatever. I think this scene right here, it's not a bad, a terrible. Ending, I guess. I don't know. It just kind of reminds me of just like Halloween shit for sure. And you could see Billy's necklace attached to Pumpkinhead, and that's the end. Honestly, just because once again there's only 26 minutes of this, and I really don't want to. That's very lackluster in my opinion. I can't. I mean, I don't mind doing a 40-minute podcast, but like a 26-minute podcast, go fuck yourself. All right, so I guess I'm kind of forced to watch Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings. It's another hour and a half, well, almost hour and a half. We'll say like hour and 20 something, hour and 23, 24, give or take credits. I don't know, like where can you go with this? I mean, I just felt like it kind of told its story. It kind of just full circled it in a way. I mean, where the fuck can it go with this, man? I should mention I've already started Pumpkinhead 2. I'm going to see if I can pull up the the credits and whatnot. I mean, I'm seeing credits right now, but it'd be a little easier if I don't know. It'd just be a little easier to fucking read rather than it just being one at a time because I don't know who the fuck's who. I'm gonna pause it for a second. Oh, no, fuck it. I want this shit to. I'm sorry, man. Like, it's not a terrible. I don't know. I'm going in with I don't know, with too much in mind. I guess. I'm not hyped. I was not hyped up for this movie. Came out in '94. Direct to video sequel. So 6 years later. The movie is barely related to others in the series. Okay. So it's directed by Jeff Burr, produced by Brad Crevoy, written by Konstantin Chakornia, Ivan Chakornia, starring Andrew Robinson, Amy Dolans, Solai Moonfry, J. Trevor Edmund, Hill Harper, Alexander Polinsky, Linnea Quigley, Mark McCracken, Steve Canali, Roger Clinton Jr. That's who it's starring. And if I read that right, there was not a single yeah, those I think literally written and directed and everything by different people. So I guess we're gonna see. I really hope it's not that. I hope it's not that bad. It's in black and white so far. And once again, I've never seen this movie, the sequel. I've never seen the sequel before. Alright, so you got this, like, creature that's eating off of a plate that was being fed by, I think, some woman or whatever. And there's a bunch of like kids. I would say let's call it jocks, I guess. And I think they're gonna. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think they're gonna go after and chase the monster and kill it. Okay. Um, okay. All right. So, I mean, I'm definitely getting already some like like I think like wasn't like Friday the 13th like Jason Voorhees, he looked really fucked up or something like that. So it's like kind of already got something like that kind of vibe going on. Um, so a freak's getting chased by some jocks. Um, I guess Tommy and the old woman are both getting hurt at the same time, even though only Tommy's getting hit with a bat. So I don't know how related it is once again to the movie. Apparently, it's not really that related. And now I don't know if. Oh, okay. I don't know if I thought the kid was getting hung just now. Now the Jack's just like just cutting Tommy and stabbing him. I'm not gonna lie. So far, it's not completely. It's not totally the worst so far. It's honestly really not that bad. Now they just dropped the kid. But and I don't know. I don't know if the kid was just killed. Tommy was killed or not. All right, now it's cutting to color. All right, so you got this detective, or not this detective? My bad, sheriff. My bad. Who I think is from New York City, but took a position at this place. I didn't see the place that's called because there were fucking subtitles. I don't really think it's really that important, honestly. It's just they're now in a rural area. Reminds me of some Degrassi shit. Degrassi isn't that bad. I just meant drama wise. Like not literally drama wise, but it's just like some school shit right now. Mayor looks 90s as fuck. Now I'm not sure why the kid would just like not leave the headlights on. I mean, maybe it's just like kind of stay hidden from the cops in case they go too fast. I don't know, but just ran over somebody. I don't know. I mean, hey man, honestly, if I could be as real and unbiased as possible, I'm not being negative here. Honestly, it's pretty even pace. It honestly just reminds me of a Degrassi episode, but like if like someone just hit someone with their car, throwing Pumpkinhead in a freak. I guess the old lady did not get killed. One of the fucking kids just punched an old lady because he wants to keep the blood. What the fuck? I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. There are some kids that are like that now. I mean, not even nowadays. That have probably always been like that. I mean, so far as far as I know, no one uh has died. But the old lady has cursed Pumpkinhead upon the kids. I mean, mostly because that one kid just punched her. Or him. I mean, it honestly kind of sounded like a dude, but I don't know. We'll just say it was a witch instead of a wizard or a warlock. But yeah, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I guess there's always one dirtbag kid. Maybe the lesson for these movies in particular, anyway, is both Pumpkinhead 1 and so far 2 I'm seeing is if you associate yourself with someone who's fucking causing trouble and bringing trouble, there's a chance you're going to be involved in that trouble, and sometimes that trouble is very dangerous. And I mean, I think it's. I mean, like I said, it was written by different people. It was directed by different people, I believe. And as far as I remember, I mean, I literally said this not even too far long ago, but yeah. I mean, also like, it's kind of like, I guess, like, how uh, kids have to learn. You know, I don't. It's complicated. I mean, like, kids are kind of, they ignore the advice and the warnings of adults, and sometimes it's not a bad thing. Sometimes it really is a terrible thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's not bad. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty boring conversation, but I do think that it is kind of a conversation that does need to be said and had. Or else, you know what I mean, you're gonna end up with, I guess, kids that are punching fucking old ladies because they don't give a fuck and they don't know any better. They don't know the consequences to it, I guess. Alright, so a candle fell over in the witch's house and it now set everything on fire. Uh, and all the kids ran away because I guess, they were too afraid to do anything about it. And once again, this is, I think, it's 94, I believe, or 96, 94, I think it's, yeah. And once again, before cell phones, so old lady probably would have died anyway. All right. So I mean, I guess once again, a problem with B movies is that it's trying to be taken seriously, and I don't know. It's like the fucking sheriff's like showing scratch marks on the wood, going like, this thing, was it trying to get in there, or trying to help, or blah 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 blah. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's you only can take it so seriously. So the trouble kid is the judge's son. So I mean, the message within this is that sometimes people within the law or related to the law can be corrupt or evil or troublesome. Just because they come from the law doesn't make them lawful. They just know the rules. I'm not gonna lie. So far, I definitely, the first one's got a cleaner story, I think. I mean, this one's just kind of a little stupid. I mean, clearly, if you punch an old lady, you know what I mean, you probably should get, fucking get what you deserve, I guess. I mean, steal her blood and punch her, steal cursed blood, not even her blood, cursed blood, and then knock her out. Not even knock her out, but knock her down with a punch. You probably deserve something bad. Whereas the other one, I mean, is kind of a similar story being told. Almost, I mean, it seems to be a pretty similar story, but like, I don't know. I guess they kind of like cut out the middleman, I guess, or they cut out the, I don't know, man, or the middleman became the main character. I don't even know. It's weird. But honestly, I mean, so far, I don't know. I'm not hating this movie. I mean, I didn't even hate Pumpkinhead either. I'm just like, I mean, yes, it's definitely B movie like a motherfucker, and I definitely can't stand B movies sometimes. And who knows, it could take a fucking really shitty turn at any moment. I mean, fucking, who knows, man. I'm not gonna lie though, it definitely, I mean, it's literally reminiscent to like Pumpkinhead 1 in a sense of, oh, I guess it's the same Pumpkinhead. Same looking Pumpkinhead, anyway. Well, they're showing a lot more of it. Like, they are not. I mean, it's now 34 minutes in. They're not scared to show Pumpkinhead, though. But I guess Pumpkinhead's just fucking killing people, I guess. I don't know why this guy's getting killed. I mean, maybe he's just getting killed. I'm not sure why. Satan is not your friend. God will only allow the righteous into the kingdom. I'm just reading off the just chopped off a leg. Chopped off an arm. Who the fuck is? I mean, this guy is this the one hunter? Okay, so I can understand kind of how the B movie is a little, you know what I mean? Because I mean, they were showing a severed arm, but like it was showing it was moving, but like clearly didn't show. It was clearly still attached to someone, but like they did some camera work to make it seem like it was just the arm. Um, and on one side, once again, you can just say like who gives a shit? Just you know what I mean. Clearly, that's just the context of what they're trying to do. Um, and I mean, they're not afraid to show the body either. So, um, he's taking a picture of it too with a disposable camera. Fucking A, man. Jesus. I mean, honestly, once again, like I mean, like so far, honestly, like they're kind of. It reminds me sort of how Evil Dead 1 and 2 is, but like, it's. I don't. I mean, is this? It really isn't really a direct sequel at all. It's. I mean, it's sort of a remake, but not really. It's just like still using. It's like they had the Pumpkinhead like monster lying around, the costume lying around. Like, why don't we fucking use it again? I don't. I really wonder how the fuck this even came about again. I mean, once again, like I said, I believe it was written by different people and directed by different people. I mean, I think even produced by different. I mean, anyway, like literally the only thing that's similar here, I think maybe it might be the same place as same setting as the first movie. Once again, the captions kind of obscured it, so I don't know where the fuck it's from, but that doesn't really mean anything. I mean, all I'm taking is that it's just a rural setting again. Yeah. So far, is the sequel necessary? Absolutely not, in my opinion. Pumpkinhead. Too serious. But, like, it's not that bad. I've seen worse, like, movies where it was just too serious. Once again, I have no idea how the sequel came to be, other than, once again, my guess being they just had the Pumpkinhead costume lying around. So I was at 43 minutes in or so before I went back to 33 minutes in or so, because I wanted to see. I mean, once again, I guess they wanted to make it as clear as possible, I guess, or make it as simple as possible as who the guy who gets attacked first is, and he's feeding his animals. So I guess you'd kind of, once again, I guessed it was the like farmer / hunter, but I guess I was right. But I don't think he did anything. So it just kind of says that Pumpkinhead just kind of goes around and kills whoever the fuck it pleases, I guess. I mean, maybe once again the farmer you're gonna find out actually did something wrong. But the only reason why I wanted to just ask the question, like, I mean, because as far as I know, I mean, the guy didn't do anything wrong. He's just getting hunted down randomly by Pumpkinhead. So I mean, I think just it's a kind of a different, different law, I guess, for what Pumpkinhead goes about. I mean, in this case, it's this Pumpkinhead in this movie is just going after random people. I mean, no one that's necessarily affiliated with even punching the old lady. Yeah, I mean, I will say though, I mean, it is pretty. Whoever they do know how to make his death gruesome. So, yeah, I mean, as far as I know, man, he didn't do anything wrong. Just Pumpkinhead just showed up and fucking killed him while he was, tending to his animals. Now we got some adultering right now, so I mean, it kind of gives a reason as to why Pumpkinhead is uh, gonna probably kill them, I guess. But I guess it's gonna actually kill the guy, not the woman, as far as I'm seeing. Pumpkinhead's actually going towards the cabin and not the truck. The truck, the woman has, or the woman is in the truck. The man is in the cabin. And I guess the man was cheating on his wife with the woman. So I don't know. I mean, once again, I have no idea. I mean, I think Pumpkinhead just kills whoever the fuck Pumpkinhead wants to kill, I guess. So, I mean, honestly, the only benefit I'm seeing to watching this movie, to watching the sequel anyway, the only reason why Pumpkinhead 2 should even exist is if you want more Pumpkinhead. Which, once again, I mean, we're gonna see how this guy. Oh, this guy got his back snapped in half. He Pumpkinhead broke the dude's back with his knee, just like how Bane did with Batman. But now Pumpkinhead's like sees the woman and the woman's screaming. She's probably fucking dead. Jump cuts to sheriff. This is a little random to say, but I never really I might have watched like Home Alone 1 and 2 maybe once or whatever, but I've seen Home Alone 3 like a number of times as a kid, and that's the one that struck home with me. And this one honestly isn't that bad. I mean, I guess I had such low hopes or standards for this movie, so but honestly, man, it could be a lot worse. I guess there was a postman that took more postage than he delivered, I guess, and this is a goat farmer from the Hollow and an old conjure woman. And as far as I know, the only people that were affiliated with these deaths so far were, once again, I thought the farmer and that one guy who just did adultery. Was he a postman as well and was fucking stealing mail too? I mean, this is a case where I guess I'm not paying enough attention. I mean, as far as I know, I mean, like, is Pumpkinhead just blood wings? Is Pumpkinhead killing people that deserve it, or a postman who obviously stole more mail than he delivered, a goat farmer from the Hollow, and an old conjure woman. All right. Yeah. So I mean, the only people I guess who've been killed so far have all done things wrong, other than the farmer that I know of. Unless the farmer is also a postman. All right. The woman end up living. So Pumpkinhead likes pussy, I guess. So far. But yeah, I guess the one dude who got killed just last was the postman, I think. So it's starting to add up. Detective skills. The last reason why I think the last guy who was killed is the postman is also because there was a bunch of packages while they're next to which had the blood wings on it. Blah, 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 blah. It's really not that important. I guess it is, but it isn't, honestly. Whereas, like, I guess in the first one, whereas the rural class or culture was kind of, I guess, wreaking havoc on the city folk. In this case, now you got a city folk sheriff criticizing rural class or culture, I guess. Because I guess the judge is like is getting a bunch of people rounding up a bunch of people and getting them like rifles and shit to hunt down the killer or whatever. All right. So the sheriff, I guess, lived in this town before he moved away to the big city before coming back as a sheriff. And he knew Tommy, the freak at the beginning of the movie. So this all relates somehow. The body's gone, man. The spell worked. The dude screaming, "What the hell is that?" and the hat is fucking hilarious. This is like after the chicken fight, and Pumpkinhead's about to kill somebody. Some chickens are pecking a guy's head or his eyes out. What the fuck is happening right now? So I guess Tommy is presumably the corpse of Pumpkinhead. Yeah. If you really want to find out what happened, you have to watch the movie. I guess it's really not that invigorating. I guess. Like it's like pieces of Play-Doh that were shaped from like one of those like plastic, shape makers, and you just put the pieces together. That's really all it is. That's how I feel this is. Yeah, once again, when it's like taken like too seriously, it's very hard for you to, take it seriously. I mean, the old lady, she's dead, but now she's not dead, and she's like doing some monologue thing, explaining the whole Pumpkinhead story or mythos for this movie. It's all right. All right, so I'm assuming, I don't think it really totally been explained, but I'm assuming that Tommy's going after the people that killed him, and now he's going after and then after that he'll go after the people that killed the woman, which aka the kids. I mean, honestly, this movie really isn't that bad. I mean, clearly, just once again, the fact that as I've already said a million times, the fact that it's a B movie and there are some like too serious moments. I mean, other than that, and clearly it's a limited budget. I mean, most budgets are limited, but we'll say extremely limited. Or not extremely, but pretty limited. It's definitely just pretty much a retelling of, it's, if you just, like I said already, if you want more Pumpkinhead, then you can watch the sequel. Otherwise, it's just like, technically a 90s version of Pumpkinhead now, rather than like, late 80s. Okay, alright. Okay, I'm at an hour and 11 minutes in. I'm still letting it roll. It's about, almost an hour and 12 minutes. And it's starting to peak at over ridiculousness. I'm not going to lie. If I had, like, those Red Wings all around my wall, they kind of look like bats. Like, kind of badass. I'm not going to lie. And Pumpkinhead's entrance is pretty dope, too. Somehow the judge, before he's about to get killed, realizes that Pumpkinhead is Tommy. Pumpkinhead just squished the judge's head in his hand. Danny, the character of Danny, the guy who's got the gun, the judge's son, he's, in my opinion, the reason why it's, kind of over the line, just ruining it. It definitely reminds me of Anakin Skywalker, both from episode 1, 2, and 3. I thought all the Anakin Skywalkers were pretty shitty. Besides, 4, 5, and 6, but can't really tell. Just do it now! Alright, Paul is probably dead. That's one of the kids. I guess another message that could be relatable to nowadays is how far someone, specifically someone who's done wrong, is willing to go at staying not in the wrong, and will fight with every fiber of being to stay out of punishment or discipline. So Paul got thrown through a window and died, and Marcy just got impaled. That was one of the other kids. And now one of the other kids is about to get killed. Pumpkinhead impaled both of them. Kind of lame, honestly. The last two kids are the judge's kid and the sheriff's kid. And the judge's kid just emptied his clip into Pumpkinhead, and Pumpkinhead now has the judge's son in his hands, and it's It's just fucking hilarious, dude. They gonna rip his head off? Oh shit! Ripped his fucking head off. Oh shit! Uh, Compared to the first movie, they did not give a fuck. They did not give a fuck about killing all the kids in this movie. They killed off all the kids in like literally 10 minutes. I swear to God, like all the kids were killed in like 10 minutes. Of course, it makes sense now. It all goes full circle as to why. That's the only reason and way of stopping Pumpkinhead in this movie is literally because Pumpkinhead had some kind of relationship with the sheriff at one point. Okay. Alright, now they're just like blowing holes, just fucking shooting so many goddamn bullets into this fucking guy. Killing Pumpkinhead just like they killed Tommy. So he's being killed the exact same way twice now. And then there was an explosion. I mean, once again, it kind of, set fire just like how it did in the last movie. So there's some similarities to it. And I get like the kind of like the overlying message of what happened, why Pumpkinhead got killed the second time. But yeah. I thought the first one had a better ending for sure. Overall better flow. It didn't overstep the boundary of being lame too many times. It just definitely was a little slow. Whereas this one was like, it was definitely slow, but like it just like killed everyone at like all at once essentially. I mean, it killed like I think like 11 people in total or something like that, or 10 people. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, watching the second one, made me made me go, okay, the first one isn't actually that bad. And I don't know if I'd ever watch 1 and 2 again in a row. I mean, I don't know when's the next time I'll watch Pumpkinhead again, but I do have respect for Pumpkinhead. It's the monster itself. But I don't really. I mean, I could stretch this out for an hour and then blah 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 blah. But I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it at that. I mean, I was hoping to chop this up into 2 more podcasts, but I guess it's just going to be one. With that being said, GRMBLS, social media on Twitter and Instagram. I'm on also most music streaming platforms. Take care.